Hi everyone, welcome to another episode diving into all things waste. I am your host Pooja, and we're here to talk about waste, our love-hate relationship with it, and everyday solutions that we can adopt starting today. So let's get into unwrapping waste. Our Earth is our home, and it houses some of the most beautiful heritage sites. Have you ever wondered why these historical sites are preserved by global bodies such as UNESCO? Because they transcend national borders and carry immense value for all of humanity. These glorious sites remind us that we are the custodians of our home, our planet, which asks for only one simple thing in return: to take care of it, to nurture it, to preserve it. This is exactly what a team of waste warriors are doing to keep the community of Dehradun clean, safe, and litter-free. When Jodi Underhill was troubled by the overwhelming garbage pile in McLeodganj, home of the Dalai Lama in Dharamshala, she organized a mass cleanup drive in April 2009, which was supported by over 100 volunteers. After years of cleaning up thousands of kilos of waste off the mountain, educating shop owners and hikers, collaborating with local authorities, Tryand is now amongst the cleanest hiking destinations in India. Soon after this, Jodi and Tashi co-founded Waste Warriors Society in Dehradun in 2012 to implement waste management systems in areas suffering from a huge influx of tourists or sluggish municipal corporations. They're working towards the vision of a clean and healthy India, one where every citizen disposes their waste correctly as a sign of respect for waste workers. The waste warrior teams across Dharamshala, Dehradun, and Corbett focus on localized waste collection and segregation by formalizing waste pickers, advocacy with local authorities, continuous awareness programs for school students, and community outreach programs. If our society hopes to continue urbanizing, then it becomes mandatory to create sustainable and robust systems that actively involve the communities in planning and actioning. Thinking global and acting local asks us to be mindful of how and where we dispose our trash. And that requires us to become aware and alert to take care of our environment. Another extremely important being of our environment are the water bodies. They are essential for water holding, groundwater recharge, flood control, temperature control, and most important of all, for ecological balance. Anand Maligavad grew up in a small village in northern Karnataka and spent a lot of his time in the lake close to his school. Now all grown up, and as the head of corporate projects and CSR, he decided to convince his management to rejuvenate the Kilasanhali Lake, a 36-acre lake lying as a waste and barren dumping ground that he saw every day on his way to work. Anand has visited more than 150 lakes in Bengaluru to understand them better. The growing infrastructural needs of Bengaluru are slowly killing many lakes around the city. The city is unable to store less than average rainfall, and most of it drains out of the city as a waste. However, after the first successful project that saw rejuvenation of the Kilasanhali Lake, Anand's team has planned to restore all the 45 interconnected lakes in Zone 1 by 2025. This will help the bigger Hennagara Lake and, if successful, prevent water crisis for at least 25% population of the city. Do you see the power of change when communities come together for our home? In both our waste stories, humans as a collective have taken the responsibility to protect our global commons. Not for the next 20, 50, or 70 years, but for generations to come. Just like how our heritage sites have been preserved by our ancestors for millions of years. Keeping that in mind, let's move on to our always on waste news and updates. Panjim's waste sorting station turns into art canvases. This one is a favorite and a wonderful example of how art can inspire positive action. The Donna Paula sorting station in Panaji has become an art canvas as part of a special project done jointly by the Serendipity Arts Festival and Hanif Qureshi from the Saint Art India Foundation, along with the Corporation of the City of Panaji and Stir Creativity. The murals aim at creating environmental sustainability and building awareness through art. Such vibrant street art and community waste sorting centers will not only draw the community to segregate their waste and care for their city, but also instill pride in workers and take ownership of the place they work in. Check our link in the episode notes to see the Goa Glitch, an artwork that is a tribute to the fractals of joy, adventure, free spiritedness, endless coastlines, and the expansive blue skies of Goa. India Accelerator invests in Ahmedabad startup Recycle Green. It's a win for startups that focus on sustainable solutions, and this is just another example. Ahmedabad-based green tech startup Recycle Green has recently secured seed funding from India Accelerator, an angel investor network. The startup will be launched in Ahmedabad with Mission Zero Waste Ahmedabad hashtag. Green creates a next-generation circular economy tech platform to complete an ecosystem by aggregating all eco-friendly green product brands under one roof. Customers can simply buy these products and exchange them against waste. Once the life cycle of the product is over, they can give it back, including the packaging, and get attractive cashback for their next purchase. The future is sustainability, so it's the best time to think, act, and build sustainably. 600 kilowatt waste to energy power plant inaugurated in Manipur. Rebuilding a sustainable waste system can no longer be ignored. Manipur Chief Minister N. Biren Singh virtually inaugurated a solid waste management plant that will enable the management of municipal wastes in Imphal West District. The plant that has been built at Lamding will treat the waste matter and convert it to energy. The plant would be generating 600 kilowatts of electricity in the first phase, for which the Manipur government has successfully conducted the trial run. The Manipur government also has plans to set up a mini solid waste management plant close to the one in Lamding to treat more solid waste. Let's move on to some recommendations. Waste is a part of our lives, and yet we haven't clearly understood our relationship with it. The first step to doing so, and will always be, taking a step back, understanding its presence in our lives, and then setting yourself to do something differently. Start by making a note of what exactly is the waste you produce. Maybe even list down every single thing that you throw away every day. Don't take our word for it. Read about it yourself with How to Live a Zero Waste Life, co-authored by Sahar Mansoor. Sahar is the founder and CEO of Bare Necessities, a zero-waste social enterprise and your one-stop guide on how to move towards a more sustainable lifestyle in India. If zero waste is a term that you hear about but don't know where to start, this book is a must-read. It is filled with activities, insights, recipes, tips, and how-to guides to make a positive change in our lives and in our environment. Traveling to and touring a new location has been on everyone's mind since early last year. Perhaps more so as the pandemic requires us to stay indoors to stay safe. Travel restrictions are changing every week in most states, so please do follow the guidelines before making any plans. And if you do travel, don't forget to keep your sustainable eyes open at all times. What does this mean on any one day that you're out and about? It's quite simple, really. Just make sure you adopt the mindset of trashless tours. So that would mean carrying reusable cutlery such as your own spoon, straw, plate, cup, and glass wherever you eat. Carrying a trash bag to collect waste like entry passes, tickets, empty snack packs, and other non-essential items. Maybe even asking and suggesting alternatives wherever you see unsustainable services like serving with a plastic straw or cup. And our personal favorite, plogging. This is the new jogging while collecting plastics and garbage on your way. There are many ways for you to ensure you leave the landscape as clean as you first saw it. Small actions always count. The more you adopt them, the larger impact you will create. As the Dalai Lama had rightly said, it is our collective and individual responsibility to preserve and tend to the world in which we all live in. That's a wrap on our second episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Our aim is to share information, knowledge, and best practices to co-create sustainable solutions. You will find all the links for further reading in your episode notes. So wherever you are in your waste management or zero waste journey, write to us your questions, suggestions, and feedback. Tell us how you are taking care of our wonderful planet. What are you doing to protect it? These conversations are not only important, but they also help us to continue informing, inspiring, and innovating with the community. We'll be back with another episode Unwrapping Waste next month. Until then, please stay indoors and follow necessary precautions to keep yourself and those around you healthy and safe.